Hello everyone, it's Natasha from Treasure Books. In this video I'm sharing with you some of the things that I have in my Etsy right now. So what I'm going to do is, because there's a couple of things here, I'm going to timestamp the video. So if you want to jump from one thing to the next, you can do that. So for example, if you just want to see the first few seconds of this one, you want to go to the next one, you can just have a look at the timestamps and then jump straight to the next one. Alright, so let's begin maybe with this one. Alright, so this one here is called Home is Where the Heart Is. This closure is a removable closure. I have a tutorial on making these ribbon closures. I will include extra elastic with this journal, just because elastic over time disintegrates, so if you want to or need to replace this, then you can. Alright, so that can be completely removed. This is a hardcover journal. It's got 2 signatures. All the measurements and everything is in the shop, in the Etsy listing. This one's really quite interesting because there's a few different things, like you can see straight away here. There's a few things that you can, start pulling out, and I really enjoy that. So let's start with this one. Just a little tag lives in here. So there's a kind of like a hidden pocket there, I guess you can say. There's a tag here, and you will see like little things throughout the journal, like this house here. This journal's called Home is Where the Heart Is. So, And then over here is a little booklet like this that lives in this front pocket. And then a little thing here, it says to love from, in case you want to gift this journal to somebody. Then over here, I've just stuck in, just a few different bits and pieces that you can use throughout your journal in your creative process. Okay, so second page here, we've got some more things to pull out. I love all of these different elements. Usually I really like a journal that has different things to sort of pull out and open and flip up and all that sort of stuff. So there's all sorts of different pages. I'm not going to be pointing out every detail. There's an envelope here. You can see everything is pretty much clipped in. You can see here, Home is Where the Heart Is. So everything is clipped in. This is a removable hidden paper clip. I have a tutorial on these too. So, and an envelope here. So the reason why I like to clip these things in, and they're still removable, so you can move them around. I found that when I purchase journals from other people, when they have things clipped in, I might want to write a full page one day and then the next I may not. So I like to have an option of being able to remove bits and pieces and place them where I prefer. It's just some little bits and pieces. And over here is this also, can be moved. Here's a little pocket with a tag. Now, I apologize about the background noise. There's really nothing I can do about it. Just so happens that they're doing their work now. Okay, this one here, this is a napkin overlay. And in here is a little flip down notepad and lots of journaling space. And my favorite flower, of course, the sunflower. And this is a little envelope. Ta-da! With a little writing paper. All right, continuing on. Oh, this was also tucked in here. So lots of, sewing. I love the effect of all these sewing. There's a book page here with a poem. And then this, I love this middle page here as well. It's an image from a magazine, and I love it. Okay, and just some more bits and pieces there. Some stamping. Here's a little pocket here with the journaling spot. A little paper ruffled there. And then this is the back. So in here is a pocket. And then I've just tucked in some more little goodies for you to, play around with and use in your journal. Alright, so that completes this journal. Let's move on to the next. Alright, this little baby here measures 5.5 by 5 inches, and it has 3 signatures and 180 pages. This sari silk closure is sewn onto the covers and also over here with the signatures, so it cannot be removed. I have placed a little hole here with an eyelet, so if you wish to attach a little tassel or something there, you are able to do so. Okay, and then here I have tucked in two things. So a little tag like this with this handmade with love button here, and then a scrappy little journal. Scrappy little, it's called scrappy because I've used scraps and things. I also have a tutorial on making these. They're so much fun to make and look beautiful. So that's the cover without these things in there, and I really like how this completes the journal, just like so. Bring you a little bit closer. Alright, so this is inside. Here I've got this journal belongs to. So once again, everything is just clipped in. I've got lots of stenciling. In fact, stenciling on pretty much all of the pages, which is why this one is called Floral. Well, not because of the stenciling, but I guess because of the floral cover. And then here, some little things to pull out. There's lots of pockets with little journaling things, journaling spots and things to use throughout your journal. In here I've popped this like a little, what would you call it, like a little oh, I don't have my words. You can use it any way that you see fit. So just some more things clipped in, some tags. There's lots of sewing, stamping, stenciling, and bits and pieces clipped in, like you can see over here. Some pockets, some different type of sewing. There's another little tag in a pocket there. This is a little overlay, so this is nice to put over photos and things like that. There's always something to be grateful for, which is very fitting at this time of year, at Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends. There's a little envelope there. And then over here, I've just tucked this little piece here. You can, you know, play around with. So what I usually do when I make a journal, first I work on the cover. Is it a sort of a deeper pocket? I think I might have missed it somewhere over here. Oh no, I didn't. So I will work on the cover, and then the next thing I'm going to do is choose my papers. Some embellishment here. This is a pocket, more writing space. Lots of writing space in this journal. So after I make my cover, I will choose my pages. Then I will do, you know, cut them down to size. Then I will do sewing, stamping, stenciling. Some more bits and pieces. Sewing, stamping, stenciling, and, you know, inking and that sort of thing. And then I will move on to binding. This is a nice little tag in there. So I'll bind it into the book, and then after it's bound into the book, then I will go ahead and clip little bits and pieces into the journal for you guys to use, or, you know, glue things in, or embellishments and things like that. So here you can see there's a pocket, there's these butterflies, more writing, you know, it's all about writing, right? So there's a lot of writing space, and then I've glued down a little embellishment here. So I like to leave a lot of the things, like I said before, for you guys to be able to move around like that, but then I've glued that on, you know what I mean? And then at the end here at the back cover, I've got this handmade by Natasha from Treasure Books. And I don't know if I've mentioned, but this little journal and the next one I'm going to show you is made from a cereal box. And there we go. Oh, also I have a little pack of goodies that's also going to come with this journal, so I'll just quickly sort of go through what's in here. Or just very quickly, here's a little, you know, a little thing in there, and then just some more things in there. You know, they're all things that are fun to use. So a beautiful, like a little envelope there, and then this one here. You know what I mean? Writing space, that's what it's about. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this one here is called Grateful, also very fitting for Thanksgiving, and we'll come back to this. So that comes with the journal as well. Here we've got a non-removable lace closure. So it's sewn in here, it's sewn in here, so that's not going anywhere. This here is an embellishment, it's not a pocket, and I've got these gold corner protectors on all of the corners, And this journal is also made from a cereal box. Let's have a look inside. This journal measures 6 by 6 and it has 3 signatures and 180 pages. So here's a little, this journal belongs to, with a little pocket there, and some beautiful papers and some beautiful things, of course, that you'll see throughout. So I've done all the same, you know, stenciling as in the previous journal. It's all different types of paper and different types of sewing and that kind of thing. This is very thick vellum paper. All of the pockets have things for you to, you know, use. This one here opens up. You can write a letter or, you know, journal on there. And I've added, you know, a few little lace tabs, I should say, on the pages. And then this is the middle of the first signature. Some little fabric scraps there. There's another pocket here. So you can see all of these journaling spots and things that I've put in. They are sticking out of the journal. And I really, really like that look. So, you know, if you don't, just keep that in mind. I mean, still, it is sticking out from the cover too, but it's not really showing much in the journal. Okay, I think we were here somewhere. So here is a little notebook, you know, to write things down, grocery lists, or, you know, whatever. I mean, personally, I like to use these journals for memory keeping, so I wouldn't really use it to write grocery lists. I would probably just use, you know, random paper rather than my beautiful journal. But here's a little embellishment. That's just me, you know, everybody uses their journals the way that they see fit. I like to actually write in mine more, you know, things that happen and memory keeping, of course, and, you know, things that I'm pondering and problems that I'm having. Here's some more writing. You know, so for example, on this, what I would do with this one, for example, this just comes to me. If I'm writing in my journal, say on a Saturday morning, I have an issue that I'm trying to work through, like my craft room is always messy, okay? So that's a huge issue. So it's always messy, there's stuff everywhere. Okay, so I would write about that on this piece of paper. I will write about my overwhelm and how it's bringing me down, how it's making me feel. And then on this one, I would write the solution that I come up with. So usually you will find through your journaling process that you're coming up with solutions. So simply just writing something down can make you feel better and can, I don't know, use different pathways in your brain to come up with a solution. So it's kind of like talking to a therapist, you know, oftentimes just laying it out makes you feel better rather than getting any particular advice from the therapist. All right, so here's another overlay. This one says thankful. So yes, that's how I see journaling, but everybody is different. So here's a little to-do list and just some more different papers, you know, lots of little journaling bits and pieces in there. I love I really love this. The first time I've done this, the stenciling on all of the pages or most of the pages, it really kind of ties everything in together. It just looks so beautiful and gives those pages more interest. And at the back here, handmade by Natasha from Treasure Books, and that's the back of the journal, and that can also serve as a tuck over here, something like that. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Oh, I forgot to quickly go through this. So this comes with that journal that I've just shown, and there's just again a few different bits and pieces. This is a little envelope, this is a corner pocket, this is an embellishment, here's a little beautiful pocket for a page, and just a few, you know, different things in there. All right, so the next thing we have are these beautiful matching purse and journal sets. So you guys may have seen these before. And I might go through just one journal because they're all the same. I have 5 different ones. So I'll just go through one journal. I'll show you the details on the bags and that will be it. All right. So let's begin with this one here. So this is a collaboration with my mum. My mum actually makes these beautiful purses, and they are just exquisite in their detail. You can see these, everything is hand stitched, handmade, and it's just perfection. So the journals fit perfectly inside the bag. This can open, and also on the other side this can open, and that widens the bag. And then inside here are these fasteners, but I would be quite gentle with those. And then this is the lining inside, and it's just beautiful. Lots of people have commented on these when I had them last time, that they look very nice for like a wedding type of, you know, a gift or something like that. That wasn't you know, in mind for it to be a wedding thing, but I can see their point. It's just exquisite. All right, so that's the bag. All of the measurements and the handle size and all of that is in the Etsy listing if you're interested. All right, so this one here, the journal, this is a removable ribbon closure. And then I've added some applique here as well to match the purse. And I have now forgotten how many pages and things, but everything's in the listing once again. So first off, there's an envelope full of little bits and pieces, you know, to be used throughout this journal. Here's the little, this journal belongs to, let's get closer. All right, here we are. So I'll put this back in here. And then let's just do a quick little flip through. Some beautiful tags and things throughout, all different types of paper. If you know my journals, you know that I love different elements, you know, sewing, stamping, stenciling, that kind of thing. And I've clipped things in. This is a little envelope. This is a piece of paper for writing, you know. So most of the things here that you will see are removable. Things are either clipped in or placed into pockets so that you can use the way that you see fit. This is from a book, some stamping there. This one here opens up like so. This one here also opens up, and there's a little journaling spot there. And the middle of the signature. Love the wiggly sewing. All different types of paper. I really love that effect. So I think for me personally, it gets boring to write in a journal that has, you know, white pages and or pages that are exactly the same. So what's appealing to me about this sort of thing, look at this, how beautiful, is that every time you turn the page, it's a different page, or you come across different, look at this, you come across different little things that you can play around with. And that's why I say that it helps with the creative process. Handmade with love. Okay, so that's a journal. As I've mentioned, this journal fits in this bag perfectly, like so. And you know, there's obviously plenty of space left over for other things. Next one is this one. So the journal is pretty much the same on the inside. I've got some you know, trying to make it matching to what my mum has done here. And then you can see all these beautiful patterns here. I mean, the video and the photos that I have on Etsy definitely don't do this justice. It's very hard for, you know, the true beauty and workmanship of these beautiful purses to come through, you know, the screen. So once again, opens up like that. There's lining inside. Okay, so there's that one, this little set. Okay, the next ones I've got these two. They're the same fabrics, but they have different details on them, which is why I have two different listings. So let's go with this one first. I wish you guys could see. Look at these beautiful silver seed beads here. And can you see all of the little beads? It's very difficult to be able to see this. This is all hand stitched by my mum. Look at this detail here at the end of the zip. Is this not exquisite? I would never be able to make something like this. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So that's, it doesn't matter front or back. They're pretty much the same. And then once again, there's the fasteners there. Again, you know, just be careful with those. So this also opens, of course. You can widen if you need more space and such. The journal fits perfectly in there. So that's the bag. And the journal, of course, doesn't even compare. But, you know, I try my best. So I've also added a few little beads here, nothing as exquisite as this, but I gave it my best. And then inside of the journal is pretty much similar to, you know, pretty much the same. They all have that envelope at the front and the sewing and the different pages, and the ephemera might be slightly different, but you get the point. Okay, so let's move on to this one here. I'll just quickly show you the details. Once again, the journal is pretty much the same, and I've just added, you know, something that can go a little bit with this purse bag. Okay, so here is the side over here. Look at this beauty. And then this is the front. So on this bag, the front and the back are different. So the back has this beautiful chain with some pearl beads at the end there. So the chain goes all the way through, and then of course this amazing detail right over here at the end of the zip, and then you can see the beads, everything hand sewn by my mum. And then on this side you can see little seed beads there all throughout. I mean, you can't even see them in this video. And then down here, this detail, oh, why am I all the way down there? This detail there, there's a little seashell with a pearl, and look at this, just absolutely stunning. And inside, once again, all of this opens up. I'm just repeating myself over here just in case if you've been sort of skipping. So if you just want to see this one, you know, I need to sort of point out the things. So okay, the handle size and all of those details are in the listing, but I think that the photos definitely don't do it justice. It was very hard to kind of capture the essence of this. Even in video it's quite difficult. So, you know, as you can see as I move it, the color changes, but this here that you can see now is its true color. So it's white with silver. It might even be a little bit lighter than it's coming up on screen. Okay, there's just one more, and here we go, last but not least. This one has a larger handle, so you can wear it crossbody, or you know, what am I doing? Here we go. Like wrap it around like this around your hand, and then hold it like that. It's, you know, up to you really. Okay, so let's have a look at the bag. So we've got some beautiful details once again here on the side, and this zip and this beautiful lace and all of these beads around, and then this detail here, of course. Look at that. I mean, perfection, right? And then on the other side as well. So this one, you will notice the fabric is a little bit thinner than these ones here. It's just different type of fabric. So this is upholstery fabric. This is also upholstery fabric, but it's slightly thinner. So then these open, of course, to expand the bag, and it looks like this when it's opened up. And then this is the inside, and the fasteners here on the side. Be careful, you know, don't sort of go crazy with it. Same with the zip. So everything handmade, stitch by stitch by my mum. And there's some fabric over here on the side, or mesh type of fabric there. And the journal. These are removable closures here, and I've added the same trim on the journal as you see here on the bag, so that they're matching, of course. And then there's an envelope here, that's the inside. Looks pretty cool. And you know, the same type of thing as the journal that I've shown in the first one. So, and then I just tie that down like this and tie a little bow, and that keeps the journal closed. I didn't do a very good bow right now, but I'll come back to it. And then some of the bags have a large enough opening for the journal to fit without actually opening the bag. Let's see, I think most of them do. Let me test. Okay, so yes, they can all fit in without having to unzip, you know, to widen the bag. All right, guys, there was a whole lot of talking in this video and a whole lot of background noise, but what can I do? So these are the things that are listed in my Etsy shop. I hope you guys feel inspired. I often watch Etsy restock videos simply because I get so much inspiration from watching other people's work, and you know, when people flip the pages, it just makes me want to go on and make a journal. So I hope you feel that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.